Have you ever noticed that when two people walk side by side, they almost always end up matching each other's pace? Friends do it, couples do it, even strangers do it. It feels completely natural, but the science behind it is far more surprising than you might imagine. Families do it. Even complete strangers sometimes fall into step together. But why does this happen? Is it just a coincidence, or is there something much deeper hidden inside our brains? The answer takes us back hundreds of thousands of years, to a time when our ancestors faced dangers that modern humans can barely imagine. Long before cities, roads, or even language existed, humans survived by staying together. Walking alone across forests, grasslands, or mountains was incredibly dangerous. Predators like lions, wolves, and saber-toothed cats could attack at any moment. But when humans traveled as a group, their chances of survival increased dramatically. More eyes could spot danger, more hands could defend the group, and if someone became injured or exhausted, others could help them continue the journey. Over thousands of generations, natural selection rewarded humans who cooperated with others, making social behavior one of our strongest survival instincts. But something even more fascinating happens once people begin walking together. Scientists have discovered that our brains naturally try to synchronize our movements. Without thinking about it, we adjust our speed, match our footsteps, and even swing our arms in similar patterns. This phenomenon is called behavioral synchronization, and it happens because our brains are constantly reading the movements of the people around us. Tiny regions of the brain help us imitate others automatically, allowing us to move as one coordinated group. It's almost like an invisible connection forms between people the moment they start walking side by side. This synchronization isn't just about movement, it also changes how we feel. Studies show that when people walk in sync, they often feel more connected, trust each other more, and cooperate better afterward. Soldiers marching together, athletes warming up together, and even children walking side by side experience this effect. Walking together creates a subtle sense of unity. It's one reason why military drills, cultural dances, and group ceremonies often involve synchronized movement. Moving together literally helps people feel like they belong together. There's also an evolutionary advantage to matching someone else's pace. Imagine if every member of an ancient hunting group walked at completely different speeds. The group would quickly spread apart, making them vulnerable to predators and reducing their ability to communicate. By naturally adjusting to one another's walking speed, humans stayed close enough to protect each other and work as a team. This simple behavior may have helped our ancestors survive countless dangerous journeys across unfamiliar landscapes.
Interestingly, this instinct doesn't disappear in modern life. Watch people leaving a train station, walking through a shopping mall, or crossing a busy street. Many unconsciously match the pace of those around them. Couples who have spent years together often walk in perfect harmony without ever discussing it. Parents automatically slow down for their children, while children gradually learn to match their parents' rhythm. Even pets, like dogs, often synchronize their walking speed with their owners. These small adjustments happen so naturally that most people never notice them. Walking together also affects our emotions. Researchers have found that synchronized movement can reduce feelings of loneliness and increase empathy. When we physically move in the same rhythm as another person, our brains become better at understanding their emotions. This may explain why walking with a friend often makes conversations feel easier and more meaningful than sitting face to face. The shared rhythm creates a calm environment where people naturally open up and connect on a deeper level. Some scientists even believe that synchronized walking played an important role in the development of human civilization. Early humans who traveled, hunted, migrated, and explored together built stronger relationships and greater trust. Those relationships eventually led to larger communities, villages, and societies. In a way, something as simple as walking side by side may have helped lay the foundation for the civilizations we live in today. So, the next time you notice yourself matching someone else's pace, remember that you're experiencing an instinct shaped by millions of years of evolution. Your brain isn't simply copying another person's movements, it is activating one of humanity's oldest survival mechanisms. What feels like a simple walk is actually a powerful reminder that humans have always been stronger together than alone. Every synchronized step reflects a hidden connection that has guided our species from the ancient wilderness to the modern world. And perhaps that's the most amazing part of all. Even in today's fast-paced world, where technology connects us across continents, one of the deepest forms of human connection still begins with something incredibly simple: walking together. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more fascinating videos about human evolution, psychology, and the hidden science behind everyday life. What topic should we explore next? Let us know in the comments below. Your idea might become our next video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
You rush into the airport out of breath. You look up at the departure board, and your worst nightmare becomes reality. Your flight has already departed. What would you do? It's one of the most stressful travel situations anyone can experience. Every year, millions of passengers around the world miss their flights for different reasons: traffic jams, long security lines, arriving late, or simply getting the boarding time wrong. But what actually happens after you miss your flight? Do you lose your ticket forever? Can you get on another plane? Let's find out. The first thing that happens is that the airline marks you as a no-show. This means you had a confirmed reservation, but you didn't board the aircraft before the gate closed. Once this happens, many airlines automatically cancel the rest of your itinerary, especially if you have connecting flights or a return ticket on the same booking. This is why missing just one flight can sometimes affect your entire trip. If you arrive at the airport only a few minutes after your flight has departed, don't panic. Instead of arguing with airport staff, head directly to your airline's customer service desk. Some airlines have policies that allow passengers to be rebooked on the next available flight, especially if seats are still available. However, this depends on the airline, the type of ticket you purchased, and the reason you missed your flight. One important factor is whether the missed flight was your fault or the airline's fault. If you arrived late because of traffic, oversleeping, or getting lost inside the airport, you'll usually be responsible for any additional costs. But if your previous flight was delayed by the same airline, or if there was a technical issue that caused you to miss your connection, the airline will often rebook you for free and may even provide meal vouchers or hotel accommodation if the delay is overnight. Your ticket type also makes a huge difference. Flexible tickets are more expensive, but they often allow free changes or same-day standby flights. On the other hand, basic economy or non-refundable tickets usually come with strict rules, meaning you might have to buy a completely new ticket if you miss your flight. Some airlines also have what's known as the flat tire rule. Despite its name, it doesn't only apply to car problems. If something unexpected, like a traffic accident, a flat tire, or another emergency caused you to arrive late, some airlines may place you on the next available flight without charging a change fee. However, this policy is unofficial and varies between airlines, so it's never guaranteed. If you have travel insurance, missing a flight may not be as costly as you think. Certain travel insurance policies cover missed departures caused by unexpected events, such as severe weather, public transportation delays, or accidents. Depending on your policy, you may be reimbursed for hotel costs, transportation, or even the price of a new ticket. For international flights, the situation can become even more complicated. Missing your departure could affect visas, connecting flights, hotel reservations, cruise departures, or scheduled tours. That's why experienced travelers always try to arrive at the airport at least 3 hours before an international flight and around 2 hours before a domestic one. There are also cases where airlines close the boarding gate long before the scheduled departure time. Many passengers think they only need to arrive before takeoff, but in reality, boarding often ends 15 to 30 minutes earlier. Even if the aircraft is still sitting at the gate, once boarding is officially closed, airport staff may not allow anyone else on board. So, what should you do if you miss your flight? Stay calm, contact your airline immediately, ask about rebooking options, check whether your remaining flights are still valid, and avoid leaving the airport until you know your next step. Acting quickly often gives you the best chance of finding another available seat. The good news is that missing a flight doesn't always mean your trip is over. In many situations, airlines can help you continue your journey, although it may involve extra waiting time or additional costs. The key is to understand your ticket rules, arrive early, and always allow extra time for unexpected delays. So the next time you travel, remember this simple truth. Your journey doesn't begin when the plane takes off. It begins the moment you step out your front door. A little planning, leaving home just a bit earlier, and giving yourself extra time at the airport can save you from missed flights, unexpected expenses, and memories you'd rather never make. Because sometimes the difference between an unforgettable adventure and a heartbreaking disappointment is only a few minutes. Hopefully, you'll never have to hear those painful words. The gate is closed. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more fascinating facts, travel tips, and incredible stories from around the world. Thanks for watching, and until next time, travel smart, stay curious, and have a safe journey.